Yo, this is your boy Ringo back again with a new video. Ringo TV Raw, Blackmail Advice TV, Ringo TV Reaction. You already done know what it is, fam. Let's go. The best content creator on YouTube. Black Male Advice TV. Bringing you the best content reactions on YouTube like no other. Make sure you get the likes up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, Blackmail Advice TV. Today's topic we're gonna be dealing with is Danika Marie. You know, one of my good friends. That was supposed to be a joke. Yeah, Danika Marie is in the news once again. Some information came across my desk and I decided to talk about this particular issue. Shout out to everybody coming in on the show. We're not on camera for this one, but I'll be back on later on this evening or perhaps tonight for a live show on camera. But this particular one here, I want to discuss this one because for all of you joining in on the show, right? Ever since this Will Smith, Chris Rock fiasco has been trending, I noticed that a lot of people have been under the spell of the ritual. Remember, I made it clear that the public humiliation sacrifice of Will Smith has affected a lot of people. So what we're gonna take a look at is some video footage from our good friend Danika Marie. And we're gonna react to this. You know, commentary and criticism, transformative in nature, fair use. Right? We're gonna take a look at this particular footage because Danika, it's like she speaks with a double tongue. And I gotta hold this accountable. Because you know, in these YouTube streets, you know, there aren't really many voices that hold anybody accountable because, you know, you gotta be a part of the get along gang for everybody like you. I'm not a part of that gang. I'm a part of, you know, truth. And that's just the way I get down when it comes to content that I create, right? So what's really going on in these streets? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Danika Marie had a particular live show that I believe recently ended, where she was talking about a bunch of mess. Now, she has a way of speaking, and by the way, I didn't watch her entire stream because I really don't, you know, watch female content creators to get any advice. You know, like other brothers, you know, you got a lot of men that y'all subscribe to these women platforms because y'all looking for advice on how to find a woman. But you know, when you in these YouTube streets, YouTube always recommending stuff to you that you don't even ask for. So I clicked on and I heard her saying a couple of things and I'm like, what is this woman talking about? What is she saying? And it sounded kind of like she was throwing threats out there. Now, I don't know about you, but you know, you shouldn't do stuff like that now. You know, it didn't sound right to me what I was hearing now. So I have to react to this because throughout her video, she was saying one thing, like she was contradicting herself the whole time. Like 1 minute she talk about pulling up. Next minute she telling everybody, you know, you can go to jail. But you know me, I always grab the good parts. You know, I grab the good parts of the show that make these people look crazy. You know, because that's how you do a reaction video. You don't react to all the stuff that they sound nice. You react to the mess and you show the contradictions so that the public viewer can see what she's saying. Now, Danika, be mindful now, the feds is watching this video. I just want to let you know that. Be on alert. The feds are watching this video. Right? Now, shout out to everybody joining again. I appreciate everybody coming to the show. I really do. I'm happy about that. So make sure you hit the Cash App and support the show. Now, I'm only going to say that one time. I'm not going to be like everybody else saying hit the Cash App every 5 seconds now. But I'm providing you content, so support the platform. Now, I know what you're here for. I understand you're impatient. You just want to hear what I got to say. I get it. I know. We're going to get into it shortly. I just got to talk a little bit. I got to prepare it. You got to make it, this is a thriller. This is a thriller. That's exactly what it is. And it's full of drama at the same time. So, Danika Marie is in these streets allegedly making threats to content creators. Yes, that's right. Danika Marie has been caught in these YouTube streets making alleged threats to content creators because she's a public figure. And as a public figure in these YouTube streets, nobody should ever talk about Danika because she will pull a Will Smith and she will cock her Smith & Wesson and she will knock on your door. You don't want to mess with Danika because she got a Smith & Wesson. But hopefully she will learn her lesson in this particular broadcast here from the good old friends at Black Male Advice TV. So make sure you click that like button and subscribe to the channel. I only see 61 likes and there's 150 people viewing the video. Why my likes is not going up? Again, I'm doing a live show, which means I can turn it off and go private on you. Why my likes are not moving up? All right, we're just gonna sit right here and wait for them likes to go up. Since y'all wanna play around, we can play this game all day. Remember, I'm the content creator. You pulled up because you wanna hear me. So get them damn likes up now. We ain't gonna move until them likes get to 100. I'm not moving nowhere. I'm staying right here. Da 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 da. And that's what I'm gonna do from now on. I ain't gonna be moving. I ain't gonna be doing nothing till them likes hit 100. For real. Cause we're not gonna be playing this game every time. Nope, we ain't gonna do it. Up, we are at 100 likes. Okay. Thank you very much. Now, was that hard to do? Of course not. Okay, without further ado, since you've been patient and you've been good, okay, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. Those are his talking points. I don't want to break no YouTube laws. Because you know how it is in these YouTube streets. Everybody have their own original talking points. If you say beautiful bean footage, you got to make sure you give Tommy Sotomayor credit. You got to make sure you give every content creator their credit or they're going to be knocking on your door. All right, now let's take a look at this because we know Danika is in the background viewing with her popcorn. Right? So let's take a look at this particular footage here to examine the words of Danika Marie because Danika is gangsta. Right? These YouTube streets got a lot of gangsters, fam. Let's go. Let's roll the footage here. Let's hear it out, fam. Let's go.
Some of y'all guys out there that are bitch made.
What? Hold up, Danika. How you gonna call the brothers be made? That sounds rather disrespectful and rude. Wouldn't y'all say? Wouldn't you say? Why would such a sophisticated, godly woman say something like that? I mean, come on now. The level of disrespect that you brothers are taking, it's unbelievable. that she would address you brothers like that. And y'all actually sit there and take that kind of mess, fam. I mean, just the thought of a woman even addressing me like that, fam, is extremely disrespectful. But let's hear her out. Let's give her the opportunity to speak. Let's go.
Let me zoom in again so I can get my focus. Watch your mouths.
What?
What? How you gonna tell grown men to watch their effing mouth? Is that nice, Danika? That's not a nice thing to say. See, I don't know, but I could never have my wife on camera talking like this. Because she would be making me look bad in these YouTube streets. See, brothers, let me give you a word of advice, right? When you have your old lady in the house, right, you shouldn't have her on camera, you know, representing you like this. It's not cool. And see, I blame you brothers that actually follow her around because, again, you know, you can follow whoever you want to follow at the end of the day, but this right here is a poor example and it makes women look bad. It's not cute. Like, for real. It just doesn't seem right, you know, like hearing a woman talk like that, telling men these type of things in a public forum like that, man. It's so disrespectful and rude, but let's just hear her out because, you know, and for all the people that don't like the fact that I'm starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping the video, you must understand that this is a reaction video, commentary and criticism, transformative in nature, fair use, which mean that I am examining the video. If you want to see her video, you can always go to her platform. You don't have to listen to me, but this is a reaction video, which means that you're here because you want to hear what I got to say. Can I get a witness? Right? Okay, let's roll the footage again. Let's go.
Because just like in the previous Will Smith perspective, and they think that they can just walk up on your weekend and slap you, and they don't know what you're carrying, they don't know what you got. The same thing can happen.
They don't know what you got.
What?
So are you suggesting, Danika, that you got that Smith & Wesson? So let me get this straight. Us brothers better be concerned. Or Danika gonna pull up. Really? This is crazy, fam, but let's listen to what she got to say now, because this is interesting.
Happen in the reverse.
Oh, okay.
Watch your fucking mouths. Y'all don't know what people are going through.
She said, y'all don't know what people are going through, and she's telling you to watch your effing mouth, which means if you say anything that goes against people like Danika, it's going to be a problem for you brothers. Because remember, when she started off the video, she ain't say anything about women. Her target was men. So Danika subliminally is sending shots out there in these YouTube streets. Because you know the YouTube streets is full of entanglements. And these women, they grimy out here, fam. When I tell you, man, these streets are violent out here, man. But she's about to pull a Will Smith. And remember, I warned all of you. I told you that Will Smith and that so-called Chris Rock situation was a humiliation ritual. It was a blood sacrifice. And it was designed to put a curse on black people. And as you can see, based on Danika Marie, that she has a battery in her back and she's ready to send the attack dogs on content creators. Yeah. Y'all ain't hear nothing yet. Let's roll that footage. Let's go.
You think it's a joke.
It is a joke.
You think it's harmless.
It is harmless, girl.
You think it's not that serious. It's not that deep. Nigga, this is my worst day of my life.
What?
And
Danika, what you been drinking lately, girl? What you been drinking? You talking crazy out here now. So you had a bad day? Let's hear what you had to say.
You chose the right one to crack a joke.
Oh, so now you're upset if anybody crack a joke on you now. So let me get this straight. You want to come pull up on a brother if he crack a joke on you. Is it, I mean, whose girl is this? Shout out to that brother. I keep forgetting his name. That's his talking points. You know, I don't want to break no Instagram laws. Ringo, you stealing his talking point. His intellectual properties. Let's hear what she got to say.
I've seen people also lose their lives that way.
Uh-oh.
What?
Wow. Shots fired. Man, so people losing lives over telling jokes now? See, they taking this whole Will and Chris, Rock situation too far now. I mean, what kind of energy is Danika Marie sending in these YouTube streets for the goons to be her attack dogs? Roof, 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 roof. Roof, 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 roof. I need to get one of those Minister Jap dog sound effects on my board. Let's hear what she got to say. Let's go.
Watch your mouths. Y'all don't know who y'all be messing with.
She said, y'all don't know who y'all be messing with. Remember, she's speaking in code. Remember, listen, man, I'm from Brooklyn, fam, so I understand the streets. I recognize coded words. She's speaking in code. She's speaking in code and is directed at certain people in these YouTube streets. I wonder who she's talking to before she send the goons to knock on your door.
Y'all really don't. You really don't.
She's heated.
You really don't.
Who pissed her off?
Hold on, facts on facts on facts.
Facts on facts on facts. That was somebody that came in. Some dude said facts on facts on facts. I don't know what that was for, but I think all of these Negroes want to spend 30 years behind bars. Because, you know, the feds watch these videos. I don't know if y'all know that. Do y'all content creators realize that the feds are sitting back with their popcorn watching y'all? Danika Marie, do you realize that in that show you implicated yourself? Do you realize that? Somebody ought to talk to you, girl. Before them feds start knocking at your door. Remember, they know your location, fam. Let's go. Let's get them more information. Hey, feds, y'all watching in the background? Hell yeah. Tell you they watching.
You think it's innocent. You think it's harmless. It wasn't that deep for you. But for me, nigga, you don't know what kind of night I had. You don't know what kind of morning I had.
Who cares what night you had? I don't care what night you had. I don't care if you have a headache. I don't care. I'm just here to do my reaction, fam. Y'all taking this whole Will Smith business too far. But again, I already done gave everybody the MO. I said that eventually what's going to happen is going to have a lot of Negroes out here. The battery is going to be in their back, and they're going to feel that if anybody crack jokes on them, talk about them, whatever the case is, they feel like they are justified in harming them. Yeah, that's what they believe. Let's listen.
You don't know what kind of evening, afternoon, life I've had.
Who cares what life you had? Why are you so mad, girl? Why are you so mad? Nobody cares. Now hit that Cash App. And I'm talking to Danika. Hit the Cash App, Danika. Hit the Cash App. So I can read your Cash App. Why she always do that where she just stares at the camera and just kind of just looks at it? That's crazy right there, fam. I don't understand that, but let's go. She's still doing it. Yo, I ain't making this up, fam. She's still doing it.
Y'all have got to learn to watch your mouths.
You still telling grown men to watch their mouth, but you ain't watching your mouth? You can't make this up, people. You can't make this up. She's telling grown men to watch their mouths, but she's not watching her mouth. Think about that, fam. So let me get this straight. I got to learn how to watch my mouth. Or what? Or what? Watch my mouth for what? What are you gonna do when these Hulkamaniacs run wild on you? Let's go.
I've seen it, there has been so many instances. Again, I'm from St. Louis, baby.
Who cares? I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Who cares where you from? Brooklyn, stand up. What's going about? She from St. Louis. Who cares? Let's go.
I've seen and heard a lot of bull.
Whoopie-doopie-doo. We are so afraid. You can't make this up, people. You see, let me tell you something about Negroes. Negroes are very, 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 very violent. It's true. The Will Smith, Chris Rock sacrifice proved that even if you have money and success, you can't take the so-called ghetto out the Negro. You understand? You can't take the ghetto out the Negro. Have you ever seen people that was in the hood, right? They in the hood, in the slums. And they finally got their big break. They moved out the hood, got a nice house, nice suburban neighborhood. But they brought the ghetto in their U-Haul truck. It's somehow the ghetto jumped in the back of the truck. This is crazy, fam. Let's go.
Let me tell y'all a story.
She's about to tell us a story. Let's hear her story. It's story time, ladies and gentlemen. Story time.
That somebody in my family told me.
Cap, all cap. But let's hear her out anyway.
I don't want to say this person's name. I don't want to.
You mean you don't want to implicate them in any crime or anything? Is that what you're saying? Or are you just making up the whole story? Because we know you're a good storyteller.
Well, I guess I could. But
now you said you guess you could? You can't make this up, people. You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
Somebody in my family, because again, St. Louis is just off the chain, baby.
St. Louis is off the chain. It's off the chain, baby. Last time I checked, everywhere is off the chain. But it seemed like a lot of Negroes are still in chains.
So grateful I got out the motherfucking hood, but don't get it twisted. They can travel.
So you got out the hood, but you brought the hood to wherever you at still. And you said they could still travel. Okay, let's go. Why is she looking around like that? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that mind control, I don't know what they got out here, man. I don't know if it's the pointy thing. I don't know what it is, but it's really affecting people, fam. It really is affecting people, yo.
Somebody in my family lived in an area.
Okay, they lived in an area, and why are you taking so long?
Where
get to the point, Danika.
A guy, older gentleman, somebody you would least expect.
Well, that goes for everybody. I mean, you know, a lot of these clean cut guys out here, you would least expect they would do something to somebody, but they do. Get to your point now.
And mind you, guys, it was broad daylight. Working on his car early in the morning. Somebody pulled up next to him, got out the car.
I mean, are you making up this story as you go or what? I mean, you're thinking pretty hard on what to say.
And talking to this guy, you know. I guess he was working underneath his car. I don't know if you're a
So you don't know? Make up your mind.
Mechanic, you would know. They had the little slide thing where you slide underneath the car, and I guess you work underneath it.
So if he was underneath the car on the slide thing, how could somebody just pull up on the side and started talking to him? It's not making any sense, fam. But let's go.
Slid from underneath the car, talked to this gentleman that pulled up on him and started talking to him sideways or whatever.
Well, why was that guy talking to him sideways? Obviously, they must have had some beef. He must have known who he was. What does this have to do with Will Smith and all the other drama? See, the truth is you are guilty, Danika, for pulling a Will Smith.
Looked like a casual conversation. Dude that was working on his car, he said, okay. Real calm, like. Went into the house. I mean, they said it looked like they just had a regular conversation. You would think they just had a regular conversation. Like if you just was from the outside looking in and you didn't know what the dialogue was, it's like, oh, okay, he went to go get something out the house for him.
Oh, he went in the house to get the Smith & Wesson. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Calmly. Went.
She just got up a little bit to do a little thirst trapping real quick. Little thirst trapping.
Walked into his house, came back out, broad daylight.
What did he came out the house with?
Point blank range. Blew his brains out. Then got back down on the ground, slid underneath his car, start working on his car again.
So let me get this straight. A guy pulled up, right? He pulled up in them streets while this gentleman was working on his automobile, right? And they had a few words after having a nice little conversation, right? The gentleman decided to go into his home, his place of residence, mind you, come back out with a revolver and decides to blow the guy's heads off. Really? And to add insult to injury, he decides to go back down under his car and continue working on his car. And you want me to believe that story. You can't make this up, people. You can't make this up. So how he's doing in prison right now? We all know he must be in prison at this point. Let's continue.
I don't know what the people going through. You pulling up.
What was that supposed to mean?
People are out of their minds.
Yeah, like you. You are out of your mind, just like Will Smith is out of his mind. Chris Rock is out of his mind. The Academy was out of their mind. I mean, how do you give a man a reward after he just finished assaulting a man? Everybody on YouTube is out of their mind.
I mean, very nonchalant with it. Like, oh, okay, you got a problem with that? Oh, just give me 1 second. Blew his brains out.
So is that what black people do? Is that what you're saying, Danika, that black people that I guess the remedy when someone cracks a joke on you is to go into your home and get a revolver and come back outside? Is that what you're saying? So I guess that's how we handle it as a people. We don't have tough skin. We don't know how to walk away. We don't know how to, we just react, right? We just react, send the attack dogs out and just react. But it gets really good, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, it gets really good.
Put the gun back, went back to working on his damn car.
So he went back working on his car. So you're telling me that the police didn't pick him up and he ain't in prison right now? Because if he blew the guy's brains out, that means the guy is gone, right? He pushed his wig back.
Y'all think people playing with you?
All right, so y'all think people playing with you. So let's get to where you're going with this now, Danika. Don't talk in riddles now. You know, we from the streets, so you already done know. We already done know this language now. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Watch your mouth.
Oh, watch your mouth.
You don't know who you're talking to.
Uh-oh.
You don't know who you're dealing with. And you don't know you don't know who is associated with who.
Uh-oh, now you messed up, Danika. Hey, feds, she just implicated herself in a possible potential crime. Because what she's essentially saying is that you content creators in these YouTube streets don't know who Danika Marie is affiliated with in these YouTube streets, in whom she can send to push your wig back. That's what she essentially just said right there. You understand? She just implicated herself. So now, if you don't see Danika Marie around, it's because she's doing hard time. See, a lot of these content creators don't realize that the things they say it can potentially get them in trouble. She's essentially just said that you don't really know who I know in these YouTube streets and know around that can pretty much do my dirty work for me. But you said it on camera. The feds got the tape. Do you realize what you just did, girl? Do you realize how much trouble you would be in? Like, content creators got to be smart, fam. But see, all of this started from the Will Smith and Chris Rock ritual that is now affecting the minds of black people. Let's go. Yeah, she might be a gang affiliated.
So you saying some slick shit about this person and you thinking, oh, it's just games, it's just jokes.
See? She said you saying some slick-ish about this person. It's just games, it's just jokes. Now listen to her now.
You know, it ain't that deep. This internet
Notice, internet-ish. Notice, this is now internet. She's talking about the internet, and she's talking about people saying things on the internet. Cracking jokes, laughing, doing whatever, right? Think about what she's saying now and understand the spirits that she's entertaining. Check it out.
You don't know
Listen.
how quickly internet can turn into some real life knocking on your door.
What? Whoa. Danika Marie said how some internet stuff can turn into knocking on your door, UPS style. Yeah. That's what's going down in these streets, fam. We got a gangster on our hand. She implicated herself. Do you realize that she committed a cybercrime? I don't think she realized the danger that she's in right now. She literally committed a cybercrime. She literally she broke all sorts of laws. Somebody need to talk to her quick. Yeah, she definitely must be gang affiliated, allegedly. But due to the content that's on her platform under that video and this particular video, and now that the feds got the video, she's in a lot of hot water, man, to tell you the truth. And just like you said, Danika, that you don't know who you don't know who I know. It works both ways. And this is not looking too good for you in a courtroom. I mean, you just said you're going to be knocking on people's doors. We got the witnesses of the people that are in the chat. This is not looking good for you right now, fam. Let's go.
Type energy. You thinking, I'm just making a video about Danika.
Up, here we go. There you go, people. It seemed like Danika got something in her heart against content creators. Just like Will Smith had something in his heart from the 2016 Oscars. Danika is carrying hate in her heart. She said, I'm just making a video about Danika. So who is Danika talking about? I wonder which content creator Danika Marie is talking about. Could it be me? I mean, who else could she be talking about? Maybe she's talking about you in the chat. Isn't it interesting how content creators have the very thin like skin that it's like they want to be able to talk about whatever they want to talk about concerning anything, right? But the minute you talk about them, they want to send their attack dogs to knock your door. So Danika, are you saying publicly that you are sending somebody to knock my door? I mean, don't beat behind the bush, girl. Say it plain. You know, it's pretty dangerous to knock my door. I mean, you wouldn't want to entertain those spirits now. Bad idea. Let's go.
You know, she a public figure. I could talk about Danika.
Yup, here we go. You see that? Listen.
You get a knock on your damn door. If a woman really cares about you, she's not going to,
You see that? Now, you heard what she said, but I want you to listen to this clip right here, right? Listen to this. Listen again.
So you saying some slick shit about this person and you think, it's just games, it's just jokes. You know, it ain't that deep. This internet shit, you don't know.
Her facial expression gives her away. She implicated herself. She's guilty as hell. Let's go.
How quickly internet shit can turn into some real life knocking on your door type energy. You thinking, I'm just making a video about Danika.
Now think about this. Her video is supposed to be about the Will Smith situation, but she's talking about people making videos about Danika. Think about how that is. She literally is implicating herself in a possible future crime. Literally, publicly. This is how foolish Negroes are. They're not smart. And see, the one I blame is actually her man. Because this is what happens when you allow a woman to come on social media and just say whatever she has to say. Like, what man allows that kind of stuff to just go through the airwaves and don't check it? You know, disrespecting men, making underlining threats, implicating herself in crimes, gang-affiliated activity, making assumptions of her having, I guess, associates, similar to what Jada Pinkett Smith did with Will Smith. Because remember, Will Smith was the one that was laughing at the joke. But when Jada looked at him, right, she planted the battery in his back and sent him off as an attack dog against Chris Rock. Now, listen to this part, fam. Check it out.
You know, she a public figure. I could talk about Danika.
Who made you a public figure? A public figure in what way? Not a public figure that I recognize.
You get a knock on your damn door.
So you're gonna knock on someone's door if they talk about you. Now, everybody in the chat, as a show of being a witness with a 1 in the chat, did you not just hear Danika Marie pull a Will Smith by claiming that if someone talks about her, she will pull up and knock their door? Because we need to make sure that we have witnesses here that Danika Marie, content creator, Danika Marie, you know, the Christian allegedly woman, the woman that a lot of guys that are thirsty because they got no woman, they subscribe to her channel. You know, they love her, donate thousands and thousands of dollars. Danika Marie publicly said that she's a public figure, and if people talk about her, that they will get a knock on their door. I wish someone would. And see, whoever is your man, right? Let me talk to you, fam. You need to talk to your lady, fam. Like real talk. You need to talk to your woman, fam, because she's a representation of you. You're not supposed to have your woman on social media, right? Talking about things and writing checks that she's not going to be able to cash. As a man of a house, you're supposed to make sure that your woman is in check, not running through these streets, talking crazy, implicating herself in all sorts of drama. You're supposed to be a man of the house, right? Set that order and protect your family. Not be on social media talking crazy because it don't sound nice. You understand? Right? Let's see what goes around. Let's see what she have to say next. Now check this out, fam. I want you to listen to this part because again, in her show, she was contradicting herself multiple times. Now you heard what she had to say, but throughout her broadcast, it's almost as if though she knew she made a lot of mistakes and then she tried to clean it up. What I'm trying to focus on is don't ever make underlining threats. Don't ever do that. You understand? Don't ever play or entertain certain energy if you're really not about that. Focus on your bread. Focus on your family. Don't make threats to other content creators. If you cannot handle criticism, you don't belong on YouTube. Like serious. If you cannot handle people reacting to you, then you're just another Will Smith. You understand? You're just another Jada Pinkett, butthurt because somebody talking about your bald head. Imagine that. Jada Pinkett has a bald head. She's mad because Chris Rock makes a joke. She sends her attack dog, the simp Will Smith, to go attack on a public platform, incriminating himself. And that's the energy that Danika Marie is putting out in the YouTube streets. I wonder which content creator is one of her attack dogs. See, when you talk about pulling up at somebody's house, knocking on their door, you are playing with danger. And the feds are watching. I need you to be very careful. The feds are watching. Always be mindful of that. This is YouTube. Get your bread. Do what you do. Entertain. It is what it is. But when you go making underlining threats and talking about knocking on somebody's door, you don't want to see what's behind that door. So don't entertain those thoughts for your own safety. Do you understand me? Don't entertain those thoughts. Be about your YouTube business, right? Do content. If somebody make a video about you, they share their thoughts, just keep it moving. It is what it is. People make videos about me, talk a whole bunch of crap. Remember the crap that you were talking about me in your video? And it was wrong and was false? Think about that. Think about the things you had to say, Danika. Think about what you've done. You don't see me trying to pull up, right? So I suggest you do the same thing. And I really hope that your man have a little talk with you on the side, because things can get really messy for you, especially when the feds is watching. Be very careful, fam. Now let's play what Danika had to say in this particular video here. This is the same. Think about what I'm going to show you, fam. You just heard what Danika had to say, right? Now, watch what she say in this next clip, which is a total contradiction of everything she just said. Let's go.
If a woman really cares about you, she's not going to, try to put you in a situation to where she knows it's dangerous.
Now, she just said if a woman truly loves you, she's not going to put you in a situation that's going to be dangerous for you. But she just finished talking about pulling up. She just finished talking about how she know people, or she's affiliated with people, which in other words, she don't have to be the one that pull up. She'll let somebody else pull up. And when they knock your door, you'll be like, well, who that? Who that? I don't know who this person is. Now, she says one thing, but then she says another thing, that if a woman loves you, she's not going to put you in a situation that can make you get harm. But let's hear her out again. Let's go.
You thinking, I'm just making a video about Danika. She a public figure. I could talk about Danika. You get a knock on your damn door.
Wow.
You like,
now, why would you knock on the door?
Well, damn, who is this?
Now, notice what she said. You'll say once the door knock, who is this? When you look through your peephole, because you don't know who it is. That's because it's not Danika that's knocking the door. It's someone else that she sent. Do you follow what I'm saying? And this is all because of the Will Smith drama. Do you see how the battery is placed in people's backs? Do you see how this is affecting black people? See, I want you in the public and in the clouds to understand how the Negro spirit is affected by the blood sacrifice ritual that took place with Will Smith and Chris Rock. This issue of feeling justified in harming someone because they tell a joke. That's how bad it got with black people now. So we're going to see an increase in crime, right? We're going to see an increase in black on black crime. Because remember, it's okay for Negroes to harm one another. It's okay. It was clearly seen at the Oscars. It was clearly seen that they allowed two black men to display themselves in an unbecoming manner of hatred. If Will Smith went on that stage and struck a white lady, Will Smith would be in prison. He would be blacklisted, canceled. He would lose his career. He would be sued left and right. If Will Smith went up on that stage and struck a white man, he would never have a job in Hollywood ever. But see, it's something about black people. It is perfectly accepted and okay when black people harm one another. It's in our nature. It's in our nature to hate one another. We love it. So when you hear Danika speak, you heard what she had to say. But then she went on to say that if a woman really loved her man, she wouldn't put him in a situation that will compromise his safety. Total contradiction. Let's listen in some more. Let's go.
You don't know who people... Y'all got to be careful now. So if a woman really cares about you, I felt like to say this. If a woman really cares about you, she's not going to, try to put you in a situation to where she knows it's dangerous. And then the shit really went to hell to where the people that he was trying to help turned on him. And you know, my husband, when my husband gets hot, he gets hot.
If he gets hot, turn on the AC. If your husband gets hot, turn on the AC, fam. I mean, that's what smart people do. Unless you're talking about hot as in though he's ready to flip out on people. Because if that's the case, then every guy get like that. That ain't nothing new. Let's go.
Y'all see Eric Bell and y'all like, oh, he's such a cool dude. He's so laid back. He's so helpful. He's so nice. Like, you know what I mean? Introverted, respectful. But when that man turns the up, he turns the up.
So he's gonna turn up and end up in prison? or underground? See, here's the thing, fam. As a woman, I think that you're doing your man a disservice by prompting him up as if though he's Rambo online. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Because there is always somebody badder and more crazier than him. Don't do that. See, this is one of the problems with Negroes that I see in these YouTube streets is that people don't know how to carry themselves with class. Like, it's one thing to talk about the Will Smith situation, but you just finished talking about pulling up, right? You just finished talking about sending the goons. You talked about how if anybody is talking about you and cracking jokes, how they're going to get a knock on their door. Now you're talking about your man being ready to turn up when he's ready. When he get heated, he's ready to turn up, as if though other guys are not ready to do the same thing if there was some sort of a threat. Like, I don't get this nonsense. And I really don't get, it seemed like the same thing, fam, that Jada Pinkett did by causing Will Smith to become an attack dog. That's the same thing Danika does. That's the same thing. She's the type of woman that will literally put the battery in other men's backs so they could go do her dirty work. She just finished implicating herself already. It's on tape. You understand? So basically, if she feel that content creators are making videos about her or somebody's talking about her, all she got to do is go on camera, talk, right? Make herself look a certain way to put the battery. You have to understand how this works, fam. They put the battery in men's backs. And then these guys, because they're the attack dogs, they go out there and they do the dirty work for her. If you're a brother and you're in these YouTube streets and you allow women to put a battery in your back to attack another brother, you are the true meaning of a simp. If I make a video about Danika Marie reacting to her video, and one of you lame simps have a battery in your back, and you feel that it's your responsibility to protect another man's woman, you are a simp. You understand? Because a reaction video is not a threat. A reaction video doesn't cause no bodily harm. The problem is Black people don't like when people talk about them, but they love to talk about other people. You understand? See, this is why a lot of content creators don't like me. And keep in mind, fam, my videos are very mild. I don't go in the way I normally would because YouTube is a business. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep everything cool, calm, and collective. But now if I take this to Patreon now and I react with y'all already done see a couple of my raw reactions on Patreon. So y'all already done know how I can go off. But on YouTube, you got to keep everything cool. And even on Patreon, you have to watch what you got to say. But a lot of these content creators, they talk a lot of grimy stuff. But let's listen in. Let's hear what she got to say.
This is why, as his woman, I do my best to make sure that he's calm, to make sure that he's taken care of, to make sure he's not placed in a position to where that switch is flipped. I don't want that for him. That can be dangerous for him.
You're right. That could be dangerous for him. This is why, Danika, you shouldn't be on social media talking about somebody knocking somebody's door. If there's anything your man should sit you down and talk to you about, is don't talk about knocking people's door. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Because that's a threat. Especially when you're dealing with a family man. Anybody knock my door is going to be a problem. That's just facts. Just like if somebody knock your door, it's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? So nobody should be talking about knocking in somebody's door. Now, you probably said all of that stuff to sound like big on your channel, want to get your views up, get your subscribers and all that type of stuff. But I'm going to tell you something, fam. The feds are watching you. Don't become one of these social media people that end up arrested because it happens to the best of us. Don't do that, fam. Don't get caught by the feds where they see you committing a crime online and then they pull up at your door because they know your location. Please understand that. Keep everything clean. Keep it professional. You know what I mean? Somebody react to you. If you want to react to them, you react to them. If you don't, keep it pushing. But when you talk about knocking people's doors, fam, any grown man in this space would tell you, you knock on my door, that's a problem. So why entertain those spirits? Why pull up at somebody's door and you don't know what's behind door number 1? You understand? That's crazy. So that's all I got to say for this one, fam, because there really isn't much left for her to say in this particular clip. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? So what are your thoughts about this? Because again, in her video, you're going to miss this particular section. That's why I literally snapped this moment in time to react to it, because her entire stream, at one point she was like, you know, you could go to jail for doing this, you could do that. So it'll sound as if though she's not really talking about this and not really talking about that. No, she knew what she was saying. She just knew she had to clean it up. She knew she had to clean up what she was saying, but it still said. You said what you said. And the people need to see what you said. And I'm going to react to what you said. Don't ever talk about pulling up at nobody's door. Don't ever do that again. You understand? And if you love your husband, you won't be putting no batteries in his back, because that would be dangerous for him. Because now, if you put him in a compromising situation and he feel that he got to pull a Will Smith on some other brother because they made a video about you, and then you end up losing your man over some nonsense, fam, that's your fault. You understand what I'm saying? People can make videos about me all day. I don't care. Because I don't watch them. It is what it is. I had thousands of videos made about me. I don't care about that. But it's not going to be to the point where I'm going to want to pull up on somebody over a video, over some comments, over a joke, fam. A joke. So this entire Will Smith, Chris Rock nonsense got people losing their minds for real. And now we feel like it's okay and justified to pull up on people. Really? That's crazy. Anyway, fam, you already done know the drill, man. It's Black Male Advice TV. Make sure y'all get them likes up on the video. We have about 375 in the building. Let's get them likes up to at least 300, fam. At least 300, man. Anyway, y'all, it's the best content creator on YouTube, Black Male Advice TV, Ringo TV Raw. There is no other content creator on YouTube that provides the best commentary and criticism in these streets. I'm gonna be back on later tonight. I'm gonna be doing a live show on camera, mind you, on camera. We're gonna be doing an on-camera live stream tonight. Right after this show, go get me some rest. Been up all night working. doing what I gotta do. Gonna be back on later on tonight for another video in the studio. We're gonna be doing what we gotta do. So leave your thoughts. What do you think about this? Do you think that it's cool for content creators to pull up on other content creators if they don't like what they had to say? Do you think that we live in a time now where you cannot joke with nobody else? You can't crack jokes. You can't be a comedian because if you do that, somebody's gonna want to pull a Will Smith? Is that where we at now? And shout out to Citizen Soldier for the Cash App in the last stream. Appreciate your support. You know? I want to know your thoughts, man. I really do. It's very important. It's Black Male Advice TV. Best channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, fam. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're viewing in the clouds, subscribe to the channel. If you like my content, the best thing you can do to show support is subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell for all notifications because we going live tonight. You don't want to miss the show, fam. That being said, y'all have a blessed one. It's Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth. 100% raw and uncut. We're number one. Always remember that. Putting in work since 2006. The OG in the space. Black Male Advice TV. Shout out to all the original OGs on YouTube. Peace and blessings to the fam in the chat, members, viewers in the clouds. Black Male Advice TV, the best channel on YouTube. We out, fam. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut.